Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here as the recording of this Tuesday, July 9th, 2024. You hear that? The birds are chirping. Today I will be departing Texas wearing an appropriate t-shirt, Leatherface. Did not see him around anywhere, thankfully. Heading home. It was just a short trip here to Arlington. Didn't even rent a car. Flew in. Dallas, Fort Worth. Ubered down to the hotel right here, the Courtyard Marriott, very close to proximity to Globe Life Field, the baseball stadium, and also where the Cowboys play. Showed all that the last couple of days. Went to Six Flags, which is right over there. Walked to all the spots. Weather-wise, this is the best of the last few days that I've been here. And I'm heading home, flying Delta, which is the airline that I have chosen. Showed that the other day. Talked about how I have started to get the credit card, the Amex card that's connected to that, and should give me some points over time. Traveling a lot the rest of the year, and next year is even going to be more travels because I am going to go full-on international. In fact, before I checked out, I was researching some things for next year. It's going to be a good year. This bird right here is really, let me flip this around. Let's take a flight together. If you so choose, I'm inviting you to join me. Want to take a flight, bird? Join me. Good to have you here. Shall you? Love that sound. It's 11 o'clock right now. I just ordered an Uber. All right, I have arrived. The E-gates. Gonna walk down a little bit, so just drop me off there. Delta is down that direction. DFW. Got plenty of time to my flight. Plenty of time. There's a crow right there. Usually you don't see a crow in a tree below where you're walking. But this is happening. Look, there's a crow right there in the tree. Oh, look, a nest down there. The Hitchcock would be proud. I see you. I see you there. See you there, crow. Here's the checkpoint. I'm looking for E16. I'm guessing this is it. It's a little confusing, but I think this is the line for E16. Yeah, definitely need to work on getting that pre-check and eventually global entry, but slowly but surely getting everything done. Yeah, I think once I get through this and I get to the lounge, I think I'm gonna look on the Delta app and see if I could go ahead and sign up for the pre-check. I think global entry is like a whole other process. I think if you get global entry, pre-check is automatically on there, so maybe I should just wait and do that, but I think I'm going to look into it a little more while I'm waiting for my flight. And obviously, coffee in the lounge would be nice. This is taking about 20 minutes. All right, honestly, it was only about 10 minutes. I thought it was going to be about 20 or 25, like the sign stated, but really, only 10 minutes. Pepe Le Pew made it through. Pepe Le Pew made it through. Look at this interesting mural here. It looks like a plant with like little beads of water on it. I don't know what that is. All right, put my shoes on and head into the lounge. Kind of interesting. It might be because I'm really early. It's 11:55. My flight does not depart until 3:38. But I am not seeing it up there on the Atlanta where I have the connecting flight list. E16 is not up on there. I'm looking at all the Atlantas. There's an E14 at 1:30. Interesting. The E16 gate is over there. That would be where it is. This is all the little Delta gates right here.
This is not E16. It might be E14, but E16 is that one right there. That's definitely not my plane. That's where my plane will be docking. I've seen these at a couple airports. They're called gameways. Sometimes they have different names. They're basically a place you can get snacks and things, but then you can also play video games. There's like video game consoles back in there. That's pretty neat. So if you just had some basically time to burn, grab yourself some headphones, play some video games. The Lone Star Texas Marketplace over here. You got a variety of different Texas products over in here. You got the Lone Star flag there. You got the Texas t-shirts, even a Texas apron. Hoping I made the right decision flying out today instead of yesterday. Originally I was going to fly out yesterday, even before I booked the flight. I said, you know what, let me book an extra day in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Ended up staying in the Arlington section. Didn't really venture over into downtown Dallas I have before. But I'm kind of glad I didn't, because the hurricane touched over by mainland near Houston and came across and kind of veered off to the east of where I am quite a bit. Didn't have any major bad weather yesterday. However, there was a lot of cancellations of flights across the U.S. People going across that storm area, and that would have been the path as well. And I feel like if I would have attempted to fly out yesterday, I would have had some serious delays and cancellations. I probably wouldn't even have got out anyway, and if I would have, it would have made for a very tedious, lengthy day. So I think it worked out. I stayed in town and did the Six Flags yesterday and then headed home today. This is a very short trip. This section's like a little mall. You get some designer handbags, dresses there. I'm making my way to the, well, I call it a lounge, but I really call it a Delta Sky Club. One thing that's nice about this airport, you go up this way, there's a transportation device similar to a monorail. Well, it might even be a monorail. It might even have one rail. I don't know if it's one rail or two. I can't recall. But it goes around, all around the airport. Really great. It's a huge transportation system. This is E11, a couple other different airlines over here. All right, I'm officially in the Sky Club. If I wanted to, I could play some Phase 10 or Tic-Tac-Toe. I could get some magazines over here. Look, they have the Dallas-Fort Worth DFW made out of like flowers. Actually, no, this is, it's like those are some hot peppers right over here. You can grab any of these magazines, look at them if you so choose, and then you can head in. They got their own restroom facilities in here, their own artwork in here. And I did ask about my flight, even though I didn't see it on the board. They said, oh no, you're still good to go. Give it some time before it'll, and oh, here it is right here. Right here, 338 E16, right there. You have to come in here to even see this. You didn't have it out there in the general area. Interesting. Full buffet over there. Little lookout there. You can see the planes going over there. You got all these little charging stations here on the tables. You got elevated seats, lower seats. You got a freestyle machine right here. You got nice glasses there. You could even have a coffee cup. Look at this. If you didn't want to use a paper cup, you could use a glass cup. You even got the Sky Club napkins there. You got decaf, which I stay away from that. You got the regular Starbucks, probably like a mild roast or like a Pike's Place or something like that, or a blonde roast. And you got all your creamers and sugars and everything over here too. I think they even got cappuccinos and Americanos and espressos here. Fancy. Look at this. I just love the vibe of this whole lounge. Look at these little cute little seats right here. A place that Pepe Le Pew would definitely approve of. And I'm not going to be consuming any snacks or foods or anything like that, but they do have a whole breakfast bar over here. Well, actually it might not. It's like breakfast might have already ended, but yeah, breakfast has ended. But look, potato salad. I showed this the other day, but it's a couple new options. We got potato salad over here, hummus, cucumbers, pita bread, lots of charcuterie items. All right, I grabbed my seat. My bag's got a seat as well, and I got my seat right here. I'm probably just going to sit for just a little bit, do some stuff online, drink my piping hot caffeinated beverage, and then I might walk around the airport a little bit. I don't like to sit too much before I go on a plane, just because I'm going to be sitting on a plane for a long time. I can't really sit still too long, but I am going to just sit here for a moment, regain my thoughts, and check on the whole global entry and the TSA pre-check. All right, after doing a little research, if you have global entry, you do not need TSA pre-check. So I might just wait until I sign up for global entry, and then that way I can avoid getting pre-checked first and then trying to get global entry. But in order to get global entry, you have to create a Trusted Traveler Program account, which I could easily do. I could log into that. I have to schedule an interview, which evidently you have to meet with someone in person. and then complete the application process. There's a $100 non-refundable application fee, which is totally fine. So I might wait. Waiting in lines really is not that big of an issue unless I'm in a rush. But I know like having the global entry and having the TSA pre-check would be a major benefit with traveling internationally. I was also looking at different places I can travel internationally. There are so many freaking countries I can go to without even needing a visa. So I'm going to wait probably till I get home, figure all this out, and schedule an appointment for an application process. Yeah, according to this, I guess you have to bring your valid passport and other form identification to the interview. I have to do an interview to get global entry. But I can have entry across the globe. Now, obviously, I can go about getting a visa. It probably wouldn't be that big of an issue, but just to not have any of that to deal with starting off next year, I could go to any of these places without a visa. This is updated July of this year. U.S. passport holders can travel visa-free to 150 countries. So I could choose any of these and just start hopping around the globe to any of these, or if I wanted to take it a step further, I could get a visa and go to the other countries that aren't listed out of these 150. Man, this is opening a whole can of worms. This is going to be quite a thing. Also, when you go on the Delta app, you can see where the Sky lounges and available ones are. This is completely correct. This is between gates E10 and E11. Centurion Lounge, Terminal D, it says security exclusive for American. Wait a second, that's not the right one though. This is between E and 10. There must be a different one called the Centurion Lounge, Terminal D, for American Express Delta. I could use that one too. That's interesting. I don't know if I want to hop over to the other one, but evidently there's two different ones here. They would be listed. Yeah, this one I'm in is open till 7:15, and the Centurion Lounge is open till 9 p.m. All right, back out. Gonna walk around. Got kind of bored sitting in there, but I'm gonna just kind of peruse around, see if I can find that other lounge now. Check it out. Check out the other lounge. Got plenty of time. Asked one of the nice associates in the first Delta lounge how I get over there. Said take the Skylink, go up the escalator, go over to the D gates. I said it is accessible with my Delta affiliation. Again, I don't know how next year is going to work. 2025, I don't get unlimited lounges. I get 15 a year, unless I fly so much that I have so many points, and then you get unlimited, which I might end up getting to that status as well, because I'm planning on flying. I'm pretty much going to live on planes and like live in other countries next year. And the Centurion Lounge is right next to gate D12. D12 is what I'm looking for. All right, over here, which almost looks kind of like a mall area as well. This is what this says, the Centurion. And in fact, there is a Centurion right there on the side of it. Look at that. This is for American Express card holders, which I do have linked to my Delta account. Fancy. Look at this. What have I stepped into? The American Express World Service. The Centurion. Priority check-in for Centurion card members. Look at this, like a little greenery over here. Alright, this is definitely way busier than the other lounge. I would say this is like 10 times busier than the Delta lounge. She said, if you want some food, you got to do shared seating. There's Skinnerd right there. Willie Nelson. I said, I'm not going to eat. I just want to check the lounge out. I just want to check out the surroundings. It's so busy in here, I think I'd rather just go down there to the regular airport area than be up in this one. But wanted to check it out, see what it was like. Evidently, it's also after a holiday weekend, so the airport's really busy. See if they had a to-go cup for some water. They got some aqua fresca pineapple here, ice water. They also have a full buffet here as well. honey over there. It's a little stressful up in here, to be honest. I think I'm gonna head back over to the other area. One thing I am noticing about this one versus the other one is there are no to-go cups. They're all like ceramic cups. They do have double chocolate cookies right here and different hazelnuts, caramel coffee flavors, things like that. All right, press the button down from 4R down to 3F. Gonna head back down. Definitely the Delta Lounge, way more low-key and peaceful than that one. Night and day difference. You can walk right through the center. Is this a fountain? Waiting for the like splash pad to shoot up here. Circling an urban musical instrument. Okay. Like walking right through a musical instrument, evidently. Look at this, the Around the World Coca-Cola experience over there. What is that? I do love some Coca-Cola items. This is like a wooden carved out Coca-Cola bottle. Bolivia folk bottle right here, carved in the side of the wood. And then we got some retro Coca-Cola goodness over here. We got an enamel clock right there. We got a Dole citation dispenser right there. We got some little paper cups. We got a 6-pack made with a wooden handle. Metal sign right there. We got a German red square cooler. Okay, I'm loving all this retro stuff. Got this. Oh, look at this. This is an old cardboard carton box that you'd have 6 bottles in. Right there. That's kind of neat. Refresh yourself. I think that was a Madonna song. Oh no, express yourself. Express yourself. Refresh yourself would have been a good one too. That could have been like Weird Al's version. Oh, look at this. There's a Max Headroom skateboard right here. That is an artifact. Look at that collectible. Of course, Surge. Do they even make Surge anymore? Coke 2? I know what New Coke is. Coke 2? That was 1989. Wow. Okay, New Coke was 85, 86, I think 85-ish. Coke 2. I'm not familiar with Coke 2. I love that they have a Max Headroom skateboard right there. Oh, look at this. It's a telephone, bottle radio phone there. Ooh, there's a little robot here. It has the Coca-Cola's inside the robot. There's a little walkie-talkie. No, it's a vending radio machine there. It's amazing what you can get from vending machines now. Farmer's Fridge has fresh salad in a vending machine. I mean, you see desserts like cupcakes and things like that in vending machines, but now they're putting health food in vending machines. Farmer's Fridge, I like that. You can get health food in a vending machine. Just insert your credit card, tap it, and get some health food. Even a Lego store in here. A Lego store and Ray-Ban Oakley shop. Oh, look at this. There's a freaking Toys R Us in here. Terminal. I'm not going over Terminal A, but there's a freaking Toys R Us in here. There's Joffrey. Is it Jeffrey or Joffrey? I think it's Jeffrey. The giraffe.
Lock the doors.
Pulling
Allow people to
into
exit.
the station, the Skylink. It's arrived. All right, there's other lounges too. American Airlines has the Admirals Club. And then there's also United Airlines evidently has the United Club. There's like a bunch of different clubs here. It's also the Delta Sky Club. And then the one I just went to, which is the American Express Club. So many clubs. All right, they finally put it up on the screen that it is taking off. However, it says that it's behind schedule. Now, I do have a connecting flight that's not long in Atlanta. It's only like a 45-minute layover connection, so that could cause a problem. But at least it's not completely delayed. Just says behind schedule a few minutes, so hopefully nothing too bad. Okay, this is the kind of flight I can handle delay for. Scheduled to leave at 3:33 There's a 5-minute delay. Okay, 5 minutes I can handle. I think I'll be okay with 5 minutes as long as it's not worse than that. Okay, I started getting a little bored, so walking back around the gates and everything again. Check out the Don't Mess with Texas t-shirt right there and a Texas size pencil. Now that I'm pretty much exclusively Delta, maybe I should get an airport play set right there. It's got the bus on there, it's got the plane. You get the Don't Mess with Texas big rig. Look at that, it's like an 18-wheeler there. Don't Mess with Texas big rig. You got the shot glasses, toothpick holders. You got the flag there on top of a glass boot. You have a bull and a, looks like snow globe. Another snow globe right there. There is a fish tank in this airport. Look at this, there's a fish tank in here. Very peaceful. And for those interested, I always am, over here at the 5 Travel Store. Dallas-Fort Worth Airport does sell gum. Some airports do, some don't. Dallas-Fort Worth, at least at this store, does.
Locating a place for your bags. There are flight attendants in the aisles monitoring overhead bin space. Once you find your row, please put your rollerboard in there flat. These bins do not accommodate the rollerboards going onto the side. If you do press it on the side, please make sure that the bin closes.
It's takeoff time. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's go time. It's go time.
It's Bravo as well. We are anticipating a few bumps in our descent. Belt signs back on. If you're up and about, please turn your seats and fasten your seatbelts. Been our pleasure having you on board. We appreciate you choosing Delta. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for a arrival.
Behind the video screen that extends from your seat, that must be stowed at this time. If you're using a laptop, please go ahead and stow that at this time, either in the bag or the seat in front of you, or in the overhead bin. Please not stow it in our seat back pockets. Flight attendants will not be coming through the cabin, so if you have any trash that you would like to discard, just place it in your seat back pocket, and the cleaning crew will grab it. Thank you.
That's a pretty good view of downtown Atlanta right there. or downtown?
Those window shades. Also, don't forget to take those earphones with you to use for future Delta flights.
Definitely rained a lot here.
Thank you so much for your cooperation and have a great
We
rest of
landed
your
about
day.
15 minutes early, so I think I'm going to make my connection. I'll have about a half hour once I get off the plane to get over from B to A. The pavement is glistening. The tarmac, if you will. I love that word, tarmac. Ground always looks, especially pavement, concrete looks so beautiful after a rain. My next plane just started boarding 1 minute ago. I'm almost over to the A gate concourse now. It should be okay. Thankfully that plane landed about 10 minutes early, so that helps dramatically. And of course I got to go all the way down to the end of this road to A1, all the way to the end. Holy cow, there's like no line. It's like I might be the last one to board on here. They're doing zone 8. Oh, A1. There's my flight right there, A, right out the window there. I think I'm gonna make it in time, yep. Go.
59 minutes, it's a quick 59 minutes to Orlando. Also, you've already been flying, there is isolated, some scattered thunderstorms along our route, so ahead of time, I'm gonna have my flight attendants to go ahead and stay seated. And if we can find some smooth air to have them safely move out the cabin, we'll do so. But ahead of time, if we can't do that, I'm going to apologize if we can't do that service. But what Jimmy and I are going to do is give you a safe and ride all the way to Orlando. And we'll do our very best to try to keep it as smooth as possible. Hopefully everything is starting to dissipate, and we'll definitely find some smooth air. So I do ask that you remain seated with your seatbelts comfortably fastened if that sign is on, and if we get a chance to turn it off, we'll do so. But you're free to move out the cabin, but always at your seat. We highly recommend that seatbelts about you. Right now in Orlando's broken clouds and 79 degrees, and folks, we'll be on our way. Thanks for joining us. And what we got to do is do our system reset. So we're going to shut the right engine down. We're going to clear the messages, and that's just like simply like clearing stuff on your computer. And then once we clear them, we're going to restart the right engine, and we should be good to go. If the messages are still there, then we'll go ahead and address them. But once the messages go away, we'll be good to go to Orlando. Should just take about 3 to 5 minutes, and we should be on our way to continue our taxi. Appreciate your patience, and we'll keep you advised.
or any other items you'd like to discard and pass them to the flight attendants as they come to the cabin. We'll be landing shortly.
Delta experience. Now, there were other flights to and from that I chose not to, other airlines, I should say. There was not a direct flight that really fit the needs I needed to get where I had to go and then to come back with. But I wanted to see how the connecting flight / layover, whatever you want to call it, worked with Delta, because I've had really bad luck with American Air, and I feel like today, if I was on one of those other airlines, it might not have happened. But didn't have any issues with Delta. So that was part of the reason I just went ahead and stuck with that. Plus I wanted to start building up some points. I didn't want to choose another airline. I'm going to try to stay with this airline unless it's absolutely necessary to take another one, which I'm sure over time I'll have to fly other airlines. But yeah, so far so good with Delta. So far so good. So far so good. Gate Link, pulling into the Gate Link station. Ooh, a little leakage over here. Been getting some rain here. Look at this. All the little Lowe's buckets everywhere. Top of the parking structure. I made it. I'm back. There's a tow truck coming my way. There's a tow truck coming this way. Hopefully he's not towing my car. And that's going to do it for today from MCO Orlando. It is a tow truck. It is definitely a tow truck. That's going to do it for today. I made it. I completed my task going to Texas. Now I'm back. Almost did not make my connecting flight. Really close. Door was going to close. They had already closed. They had already called the 8th group, the 8th grouping. Tow truck's backing up. What's going on here? They had already called the final grouping. And I got on the plane, but in reality, got stuck on the tarmac for a little bit, but thankfully worked out in my favor. Made it on the plane. Didn't even need to rush. Well, probably would have needed to rush because it departed and then got on the tarmac before it got on the runway. Nonetheless, I've used that word too much today. If I say tarmac more than 3 times, Beetlejuice will not appear, but the tarmac, I'm tired. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. If you made it all the way to the end of this, I appreciate it. The vlog is over. I don't know what that tow truck's doing. He's towing someone. Is my car still here?